So edX is a online learning venture where we are offering free courses to students around the world from some of the world's best institutions like Harvard, MIT, Berkeley, Georgetown, and so on. edX also is very interested in rethinking how we educate students on our own campuses. edX is a nonprofit, and edX is also making its platform as open source software to people around the world. So we have 12 universities on our platform right now that we've announced. A number of other universities have signed up, but we have not announced those at this time. We have about 30 courses on the platform at this time, and we have over 800,000 students from all over the world. In fact, India is our second largest country in terms of students, and there are a lot of enthusiasm from students from India. So edX's mission is about nonprofit and an open source platform and very high quality courses. So edX wants to offer the best courses from the best professors and the best universities around the world. So we work with a small group of universities, and we want to offer very high quality courses whose rigor matches the rigor of on-campus courses. edX is also doing a lot of research in learning, how students learn. We want to improve learning both online and on our own campuses. So edX is licensing courses, not just to, edX is offering courses not just to students around the world, but it is also working with universities and offering courses on those campuses as well. So we are already seeing a number of examples where students who've got an edX certificate and having passed a course, it is changing their lives. We get emails from students that really shows that we are doing something that is really enhancing people's lives and make all of us here at edX believe that all the work that we're putting in is just so absolutely worth it. So I'll give you a few examples. There is a student, Amol Bhave, from India. So he took an edX course last year. He took the Circuits and Electronics course from MIT in the spring of 2012. He did very well in the course, and he was from a small town in India, and then he applied to MIT, and he's been admitted to MIT, and the credential from edX played a big role in his admission. There are a number of stories of students like this that have gotten admissions into places like Berkeley and MIT and so on because of how well they did on the edX course. Because when you do really well on a course from a top university, but those courses are of the same rigor as the campus course, admissions officers can get a sense that the student is really good based on a course that they're all familiar with, or a set of courses that they're familiar with. Similarly, a number of continuing learners are sending us emails telling us that they've gotten a promotion because of a course they took at edX. They've gotten a much better job. We have a story of a person from Chicago in a manufacturing job who got a much better job, a much better promotion based on how we did it in an edX course. We have stories from other people that changed jobs and got better opportunities and improved their lives after having taken one or more of edX courses. And so on. So there are really three options that I will describe. The first option is what we call an X partner university. So edX has the X consortium, where a number of universities like Australian National University, Berkeley, Harvard, MIT are all part of the X consortium. And some of the best universities in the world are part of this consortium. They all share in the mission of edX. They bring a international diversity to the edX platform. And that group will be relatively small because edX works closely with the universities. And we're adding university partners very deliberately simply because of edX bandwidth. So that is one approach. These universities offer courses on the edX platform under the X brand. So for example, University of Toronto will offer courses as UToronto X. University of Texas at Austin will offer courses as UT Austin X. A second model is one where a number of universities around the world are very interested and already are licensing edX courses. So let's say, for example, UT Austin X produces a great course, and some other university campus wants to license that course and teach that in their own campus. So edX hosts such courses for campuses as well. So we call that the SPOC model. It is a small private online course. It is not a MOOC, but a small private online course where a course from one university is offered by edX at a university, of course with permission from the authoring university. And we had some great successes with this. So as an example, edX has over a dozen courses currently being licensed to universities around the world. One example is a course that we licensed to San Jose State University in California, in Silicon Valley, where they had really good success by having an edX course on the campus. By doing this, universities can offer high quality courses on their campuses, and they can also increase the diversity of courses. Think of this kind of model as a new textbook. The third option is edX is making its platform available as open source. We're a nonprofit. Even our platform software will be made available as open source software. And once that happens, then any university in the world can take the edX platform, they can contribute to the software and help us improve the platform, or they can host the platform themselves and author courses themselves. So we have the edX platform, and we also have something called edX Studio, which is a tool to create courses. We also have edX 101, which is an online course on how to teach an online course. So edX is making all of these available to universities and organizations around the world. They can take that and then they can offer their own courses. So these are three options that will become available to people over time.